Hey, what's up, guys? Germain Lussier here from Slashfilm. I'm here with
Russ, Fischer.
And we're in the lobby of the Eccles Theater. We just got out of the world premiere of Upstream Color. We hope we're going to get a lot of weird photo bombs in the back because of that. We figured to give you something else to look up besides our crazy mugs. But Upstream Color, Shane Carruth's second film after Primer, highly anticipated. Russ, start us off.
I loved it. It's great. It is and is not a science fiction movie. That seems to be the big question: is it a science fiction movie? And the answer is yes, because there's that as an underpinning. But it's not, because he doesn't really care about explaining things or really doing much more besides setting up some kind of mechanism to get a couple of characters to a point in their lives where things are weird and where they have to make this connection. It's a difficult movie to explain without giving too much away. The short form is that put it this way: a couple people's lives are very broken by something that goes on, and then they find each other and they spend the rest of the movie trying to connect with one another, and also realizing that they are coming to terms with what has been done to them, although not even necessarily explicitly, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I liked about it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Primer, and that's a movie you want to dissect and think about. And we posted graphs and stuff, but Upstream Color isn't really like that, I don't think. I mean, it's definitely a narrative. There's definitely a narrative there, a pretty strong narrative that's just told in a Shane Carruth way. Like the first act, it jumps around a lot, and even jump cuts and things of that nature. And I'm trying to, in his filmmaking, you're thinking, why is he doing this? Then once you get to the second act to sort of see what was happening there, it's like, he's doing that to sort of tell us what's this character's mind. We introduce the second character, and then we sort of move along. And it's almost a mystery film. I mean, if you want to say that, there's a solid mystery at it.
At its heart, it's really a love story, and it's a love story, but it's a love story about kind of regaining control and reconnecting to almost your own destiny in a way, but that sounds cheesy.
Yeah,
and
he
sort
said.
of out of context.
Carruth said at the end, he sort of he really wanted to explore losing your narrative and regaining your own narrative as a human being. Yeah. And that's sort of a good way to describe it, really kind of like that. And it's about that sort of a couple people trying to find their purpose and their meaning, you know, and it's really beautiful, and there's some laughs and there's some cool stuff, and it's really going to make you raise your eyebrows a lot.
It relies on a lot of really intuitive sort of storytelling.
Yes.
There's not a lot that is explicitly spelled out, it's a very tightly edited film. There's not a lot of dialogue in it. It really relies on sound and image, and those two things combined, I think, do a very good job of giving you everything that you need to know. But he doesn't spell all that stuff out explicitly, and so I think there will be people who walk away from it wanting to know more. But everything that needs to be in the movie is there, and it's very strong, and it's confident in the way that it lets you make your own connections about things, in the way that it doesn't super explicitly spell stuff out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I come out of it thinking absolutely everything I needed to know is there, just to start the conversation about what do these people actually mean and what's going on.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think everything you need to know is there. I don't think I know it all yet.
No.
And I love that about it. But I do like that I walked out of it knowing what it was about, what sort of happened in the movie. And that's things, a lot of times people, when there's movies that are sort of, out there and esoteric and Terrence Malick-esque, I guess, has sort of become the buzzword of it.
Right.
This movie, it sort of looks like that and maybe is structured like that a little bit, but it's much more there.
And it's much more like, Terrence Malick's name keeps coming up all over the place at this festival, and in part because of the trailer, there's a lot of, I know people, including myself, I think, talked about things looking like Malick. It's much more Tarkovsky than Malick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much more, it's closer to Solaris or a couple of big films from...
I saw there's a lot of Shining references in there. I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a student of film, the guy, and the movie is a film for film lovers.
But if you've seen the trailer and you've thought to yourself, I don't know what's going on in this movie, that's not really what the trailer, I think, is. The stuff that's been released, I think, is very deliberately oblique.
Yeah.
And all of the imagery that you might have seen and wondered about is very clear in the film. And things like the pigs, have a very specific and
Yeah.
well spelled out purpose, and by the time you've seen the film, there shouldn't be a whole lot of mystery to that stuff. There might be some, but
Don't worry about it. All that stuff. It's not it's not Koyaanisqatsi. It's not a montage for an hour and a half of like weird stuff and crazy
exactly.
things.
Right.
There's a lot there,
and there's a purpose to everything. I mean, it's not idle, and it's not kind of arbitrary or anything. There's a reason for all the stuff that's in there, and it does all connect.
Yeah, and it's pretty freaking awesome. We're gonna go catch a couple more movies and hopefully get a couple less photo bombs and keep checking our stuff out on Slashfilm.
Thanks, guys.